What we're trying to do is grab, 2, 3, 4 items from a different genre and really sort of bring everything together. So if you don't have any items, you can buy 2 or 3 things to sort of start your little collection when it comes to that movie or TV show. So the thing that I really wanted to show you guys today is something that I am completely obsessed with. We've sold a handful of these. They're made by a gentleman in the Midwest. This was one of my favorite movies growing up, and it was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Now this is our Grail Diary. This is the hero version of the Grail Diary. It's a story version of the Grail Diary, which means you can actually sit and go through it. It's incredibly accurate to the movie, everything down to the wrapper that it came in. And again, it's not printed backwards, it's just the camera. Professor Indiana Jones, Barton College, Hamilton Hall, Fairfield, New York. It's got, the stamping on there from Italy. It comes in a really nice sort of twine wrapper, as you would see in the movie. It's got this really nice elastic piece. The leather on here is super worn. You would swear if you saw this sitting around that this was a book from, 80 years ago. Really, really nice elastic piece that comes on it. But as we open this up, and I'm going to scooch over to the side to show you guys a little bit better, the first thing you notice is everything is really worn and weathered. The builder on this has done a tremendous job of weathering this and piecing it together. As you open it, you're going to see there are tons and tons and tons of different inserts and pieces that will fall out. So if we just stop and grab one here, you're going to find, different maps. This is a telegram from Rome. Dr. Henry Jones, Four Corners, Las Mesas, Colorado. We've obtained journal photo of Genoa 13th century merchant stop. All of this is real and accurate. There are photographs in here. There are the Grail maps in here. Here is another letter from Muhammad al-Jawarf from Baghdad, Iraq. I recently had the occasion to examine a Persian manuscript of Nur ed-Din al-Mufar, a remarkable figure of the 12th century. So as you go through here, it's like a surprise every time you open this thing up. Different pieces fall out. In loving remembrance of Anna Jones, 1878 through 1912. This is really good card stock. This isn't printed on a home printer. It's got lots of fold-out maps. So again, this is, the wilderness and the Valley of the Crescent Moon, as you see, and it's got all of his sort of handwriting in here. There's Italian lira that falls out. There's different maps of the throne room. If you are an Indiana Jones fan, there's little handwritten notes with which this was the floor in the cathedral where they originally found the Grail shield. There are train tickets in here. There's American money in here. There's drawings of the cup. Again, here's the very iconic, drawing of, the Valley of the Crescent Moon and how to find it. We're talking hundreds of pages in here. Tons of little fold-outs. Pictures of Dr. Jones and Indiana when they were a kid. Real worn and weathered. I don't know how the hell this guy makes these. They are absolutely amazing. Every time I open this thing up and look at it, again, here's another fold-out map, and this is a real map. This is a map of Egypt and Syria or Sinai. It's got all the markers. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. I cannot explain to you guys how amazing this thing is. And like I said, every time I open it, there's something else I find. It does come with a lot of color pages. A lot of these are hand drawn. There's some really popular images that appeared in the movie. So you can literally sit through this thing and read through it like it was actually sent to you from Henry Jones. There's Italian lira. There's train tickets that pop out. There's the receipt from different things. There's different pictures of the Grail tablets. It is so detailed. I can't even tell you. Again, even this appears to be written in Hindi, and it's got a coffee stain on it. The level of detail is unlike anything I've ever seen. This was one of my no pun intended, sort of Grail items that I definitely wanted for my own collection. And I searched for a lot of different makers of this to find the very best one. And I was not disappointed. I don't know how this could be any more realistic or accurate to the movie. It's just mind-blowing. The crazy thing about this, with the real leather binding and everything you see here, with the package and the twine and the real leather, this is $200 retail. I was honestly very skeptical when I was told that price, and there are some out there that are a lot more expensive than this that I've seen that do not hold a candle to what is in this diary. I was very nervous when I heard the price of $200, so we ordered one up, and I was absolutely blown away. It is absolutely spectacular. So I cannot recommend this enough. If you're like me, if you're an Indiana Jones fan, this is sort of one of the holy grails of starting a collection, and we've got them here. They only take, I think we quote 2 weeks on these. They generally ship in about a week. We do have a little bit of inventory that just needs some stuffing with the different inserts and different pieces. We have a lot of Indiana Jones stuff coming as well. One of the big things we have is we have the Idol of Fertility, we have the headpiece, the Staff of Ra, we have different amulets coming, we have the Grail Cup, we have the Cross of Coronado. We're working on a lot of different things to make this sort of your one stop. So if you want to finish your Indiana Jones collection, if you want to keep collecting, if you want to start collecting, there'll be some really, really cool hand-picked items that will be able to be put in this. So Chris just asked a question, and it's the question I get asked all the time. Does it have Hitler's signature? In the movie, Indiana Jones goes back to Berlin to get the Grail diary. He's dressed in his Nazi garb, and as he's leaving, Hitler is standing right in front of him. He bumps into him. Hitler takes the diary, looks at it, and Indiana Jones thinks he's going to take it, and he's going to get, arrested and killed. So Hitler opens the book up and takes a pen and autographs it. We can do it one of two ways, Chris. We can do it with Hitler's signature. We can do it without Hitler's signature. It's a touchy subject, and I know that it's movie accurate. We do have that screen grab, and we do have that recreated incredibly accurately. It is available upon request, but it's not something that we include if you just order it directly from the website. But we do have the ability to add it in. The nice piece is that if you go to the back of this, I've got it upside down. If you go to the back of this, it actually sort of ends abruptly, just like it would if, this was real and Dr. Jones had still had things to add to it. So there are the blank pages in there, just like in the movie, that we can add that to. So it's incredible. Everybody that we've shipped these to has been absolutely blown away. Really, really a fun prop. Just super excited to even have it in my hands and have it in my own collection, not only to offer it to you guys. So that's it. Wanted to show you guys those couple of things. Does anybody have any questions? Is there anything anybody wants to see? Is there anything that you guys are looking for that we don't have coming or we don't have announced? We've got a lot of props coming from Star Trek, Space 1999. We have some really, really amazing props coming from that TV show. Like I said, lots of Indiana Jones. We've got some Jaws stuff coming. We have a new Jason hockey mask from Freddy vs. Jason that is absolutely unbelievable at a ridiculous price point of $125. We've got way more Star Wars stuff coming. I can't even think of it all. There's so much. Our Marvel helmets are absolutely top notch. Instead of spending a couple $1,000s on, the Taurus Studio pieces, we've got an amazing pieces that we can offer at a fraction of those costs that are going to be just as good a quality. lots of new stuff, lots of busts, those types of things. Obviously, we've got lots of sabers that are still available. We just launched our Star Killer saber through our partners at Corbanth just the other day. We have a new Star Killer helmet. We have all sorts of stuff